So on today's video, we are going to be taking a look at this turd because it decided it wants to backfire and have misfires and stuff like that. I think we're gonna go ahead and swap out the plugs and stuff. That's gonna be what I think the issue is, but you'll go ahead and find out here in a second. Now, before we start, go ahead and drop down, give it a like, subscribe to the channel down here, because, well, here, I'm not sure what side it's on. I think it's over here. I don't know. Wherever it is, subscribe so that you can stay up to date with future content on the Datsun. And also weekly I release features of other cars from around the area or wherever I travel to, so be sure to check those out. So subscribe for that, ring the little bell so that you get notifications and help us grow. It's gonna be awesome. So stick around. Let's go ahead and launch this thing into figuring out what's wrong with it. Okay, so one thing I've learned with stuff with this car and a performance car in general, if you have a problem like this, one thing you want to do is when you pull the plugs out, lay them in a certain order, 1 through 6, so you know where, if you see a problem, you know where your problem is coming from. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull these out, I'm gonna lay them out, plugs 1 through 6, see if any look way different than the other ones. If they do, I'll snap pictures, I'll send that over to Hal, ask him what he thinks, and then go from there. So let's go ahead and get this pulled apart. Okay, cool. So if you look at the actual tip, number 1 is charred a little bit more. That's also where that oil was. So I think there's a little bit of oil here. Not only that, it was a little bit looser than the other ones. So I think it burnt up a little bit higher. I'm not that worried about that. I'm more worried about how the plug itself looks. Everything looks good on this one. Same all the way down the line. If you look at number 2, number 3, this one's burned a little bit darker, but that's number 4. It's not a whole lot of difference, and plus, like, tip looks good. Like, it's not like running too lean or too rich. Number 5 and number 6. So we're gonna run up. I forgot a plug gapper, so I'm gonna run up to Advance and get one real quick. Check the gap on all of them, make sure they're all the same, relatively where they're supposed to be, and then gap the new plugs and put the new plugs in. So a little sneak peek before it gets too dark. Marianne's wheels for the Beetle, all glittery, looking super snazzy. So I'm gonna throw my plugs back in real quick, not my old ones, my new ones, because I just checked the gap. 1 and 2 were gapped to like 30-ish, 33. Everything else I always gap to 25 thousandths. So not sure what happened with 1 and 2, but we're gonna go ahead and put the new ones in, gap them all to 25 thousandths. I'm gonna be pulling 1 and 2 back out because that's the ones I'm gonna put with the copper light, the copper ones, like the whatever they are, the auto light, like premium ones, for now, and then swap out to my NGK ones that I prefer later on. Now I do want to let you know what I run, BCPR7ES. They're the NGK 1-step colder plugs. So that's what I run. They had the same plug, but the Autolite brand in stock. I tried to get to the one that they had the NGKs in stock, but I couldn't make it there. So we're gonna go ahead and put this plug back in. Well, the two Autolite copper ones, premium ones or whatever, and then I'm gonna put the 4 NGKs that I had spare in, and we're gonna test it out and see if it seems better. All right, guys. Sorry it's taking so long to get to this point. I got a double ear infection or something, and like now my brain's all messed up. But test driving the car real quick. Wanted to see if it does anything, so I'm letting it warm up. We're almost warm. I'm going to turn around, head back towards my house. There's a little spot to do a quick little pull, see if we're good or not. Now the one thing is, I will tell you this, revving it revs all the way up. So before, it would be like you couldn't rev it past like 4,000 RPMs. Something along those lines. So here I am, test driving this. Gonna see what we can do. We're gonna pull back out of the road and see if it gives us what we want. That sounds better. Much better. I am gonna, like I said, I'm still gonna check the fuel filter. That was one other concern I had, so I am gonna check that, make sure we're good. But other than that, it looks like the plug swap out didn't change it and help it, so we should be good. I got really nervous because it's really close to the time I'm supposed to go to Atlanta, and I was like, oh god, I don't know what's going on. Luckily, it seems like the plugs are just fouling out, and we are back in business. All right, guys, awesome. So I'm glad that we got this this turd figured out. Thank you for stopping by and watching the video. If you watched all the way to the end, you're amazing, and I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of this week's feature here at the end. So that's awesome. I'm going to start doing that every week. If you watch to the end, you get a sneak peek. So make sure to like the video, subscribe, it helps out a ton. Ring the little bell for notifications, and stay around because we are gonna take this thing to Atlanta and do some autocross with a good friend of ours. So thank you for watching. You guys are the real MVPs. Have a good day and see you later. Bye.